Konnichiwa and welcome to Sumo Prime Time. I'm Hiro Morita. Today, this is a live streaming show, a special show for 45 minutes to talk about the sport we love, sumo. Thank you so much for joining us for today's special event. And we're doing this because this is the 1 year anniversary of Sumo Prime Time. Remember, Sumo Prime Time kicked off last August. And so far, we've produced about 98 clips or programs. And we now have over 35,000 subscribers. So thank you so much. We've already received some super chat from Enrico. Thank you very much for your super chat. You've been waiting for this show to begin for the last half an hour or so. Now we're off and running. Now, again, for the next 45 minutes, we would like to talk about sumo, the sport we love. So please send us your comments, suggestions, and questions, and perhaps your opinions as we move forward to produce more intriguing and exciting Sumo Prime Time shows. All right, so thank you. All the chats are coming in. Thank you very much, everyone. And right now, Japan is experiencing really a grueling summer heat on a daily basis. And so it's nice to be inside this Kokugikan. This is a basement room in the Kokugikan, the home of sumo in Tokyo. I hope wherever you may be, wherever you are, you're staying cool and staying healthy and fit. Speaking of healthy and fit, did you see my sumo health exercises content that we produced at the beginning of this month with the Kabutoyama Oyakata? He is the leading instructor, and he is awesome because not only he is the leading instructor of sumo health exercises, he is one of the of course, leading instructors at the sumo school, sumo training school, where the new recruits, new trainees attend for first 6 months as they become new professional rikishi. And he's a great teacher, great man. And by the way, his son is a Wakaikari who competed in the Sandame division, which is the third lowest division. He won the championship, 7-0 perfect record championship. Oikari-san or Kabutoyama Oyakata-san, and he is expected to move up to Makushita in the next tournament. So keep your eye on Wakaikari, the young Wakaikari who is Kabutoyama Oyakata's son. Thanks for joining us today, and I'm Hiro Morita, and we've been doing this for 1 year, 1 year anniversary of Sumo Prime Time. Now, again, we did this for the first time in the May tournament. During the May tournament, it was day 3 of the May tournament. We brought a live streaming show, and at that time, we had just over 22,000 subscribers to the channel, and we've added another 13,000, so we now have over 35,000. Now, remember, our goal is to bring that number of subscribers to 50,000 by the end of this year. So that's our goal. So please keep supporting this channel, and please, whoever you have, your friends, family members, ask them to subscribe to the channel because we will keep bringing you exciting shows, exciting contents. So that's our goal, 50,000 by the year end. We're getting closer and closer. Okay, so let's chat about sumo. So please send us your comments, suggestions, and perhaps your favorite rikishi you want to talk about, and some of your comments from the recent tournament, perhaps in the July tournament. I guess we can kick off with speaking about the July tournament where Ho Shoryu won his first championship. Now, again, we welcome all the super chats, so please offer those super chats and tips. We always welcome those because we will use that money to bring more exciting contents to you. All right, so people in Japan celebrate, Tanabata in the beginning of the July. July is the month of Tanabata. That's a star festival in Japan. And during the July tournament, all the rikishi write on a piece of paper their wishes on a piece of paper and hang them on bamboo trees. Doing so in Japan is believed to bring not only good luck, but doing so is said to make your wish come true. Okay, write your wishes on a piece of paper, hang them on bamboo trees. So at the front gate of the Nagoya's Aichi Prefectural Gymnasium or Dolphins Arena. All the Rikishi, the wrestlers, wrote their wishes on a piece of paper, and I found one which was written by Ho Ryu, and he said, "I want to win my first championship." And you know what? His wish came true. Not only he won the championship in the July tournament in Nagoya, he also got promoted to Ozeki. So that's a good trend we're seeing in Ozumo right now, isn't it? Back-to-back promotions from Kirishima after the May tournament, and now Ho Shoryu getting promoted to the second highest rank upon completion of the July tournament. So we now have 3 Ozeki along with Taka Keisho, Kirishima, and Ho Shoryu. All right, so a few months ago I talked to Ho Shoryu and the newly promoted Ozeki, and I said, so which goal do you want more? Which goal are you hoping to accomplish first? Becoming an Ozeki or getting his first tournament title? And you know what he said? He says, I want to win my first championship. Well, he got double whammies this time, didn't he? He won the first title and also got promoted to Ozeki. So congratulations. Now, you all know who his uncle is, and that is former Yokozuna Asa Shoryu, the 25-time champ. Oh, thanks for the super chat. Mitchell Bryan, thank you. We appreciate all of your hard work, Hiro. Thank you very much, Mitchell Bryan. We appreciate your super chat. And also we have a super chat from Automatic Selector. Thank you so much. And you say that I love to see an episode featuring Chiyomaru, the roly-poly, who competes in the second-tier Jubilo division. Okay, so we'll try that. maybe if he comes back to the top Makuuchi division, we could have the feature on Chiyomaru, but he's fighting hard, and he's got a great character as well. So thank you very much. And we also have a super chat from Some Dip, Sumo Prime Time. Thank you. So thank you for your super chat. So we are receiving all these super chat, and again, thank you so much for supporting this channel. Again, we are doing this to celebrate and mark our 1-year anniversary. And thanks to all of you, Sumo Prime Time is now into its 2nd year. Again, arigato. Thank you so much. Now, again, talking about the Ho Shoryu, his uncle is, of course, former Yokozuna Grand Champion Asa Shoryu. And, Asa Shoryu has been giving Ho Shoryu some advice, very valuable advice on a daily basis during the July tournament. And after he accomplished the feat, Asa Shoryu was in tears when Ho Shoryu spoke to him over the phone. So that's great, isn't it? Because the thoroughbred Ho Shoryu receiving all the great tips from Asa Shoryu, the former Yokozuna, and I don't think Ho Shoryu has any plans of stopping here. I think Ho Shoryu has great future. He's got a great work ethic. So I think you are going to be seeing better bright future, or more better things to come from Ho Shoryu, the Mongolian Ozeki. All right, thank you so much for bringing in your comments and suggestions. And a super chat from Jabe. Thank you very much. Thank you so much, Jabe. You said, Hiro, do you have a favorite Rikishi of all time? Keep up the good work. All right, well, Jabe, my answer is former Ozeki Musoyama. Musoyama fought fair and square, just straight into his opponent, no hanky-panky at the tachi-ai. So I love the way how he fought. In sumo, you do this to express your will to fight fair and square, that you're not carrying any weapons. And of course, nobody carries any weapons, but Musoyama boy, he was always fighting fair and square. No, shifting away move at the tachi-ai or anything. Oh, super chat from Nasty J. Thank you so much. Wow. I was wondering if we get update on, let's see, popular injured Rikishi like Enho and Wakataka Kage. Thank you for your videos. Okay, I will give you my take on Enho and Wakataka Kage in a bit. John L., thank you very much for your super chat as well. But getting back to Musoyama, he is one of the judges. He is in one of the chief judges in the judges division right now, and I just love the way how he fought, just fair and square. So Musoyama is my favorite rikishi of all time. Now, getting back to your question, Nasty J, Enho, I think Enho is still recovering from the neck injury, and he's been demoted to the Makushita division, and I hope he, works his way back to Juryo, and Maku no Uchiha, because he is very popular. He's a great individual, and he's one of the smallest combatants in Ozumo, and that's what it makes Ozumo so special, isn't it? There are no weight classes in Ozumo, and Enho is a one special rikishi. So we like to keep an eye on Enho, and hopefully he makes his comeback by getting better, recovering from that neck injury. Waka Takakage, on the other hand, he suffered a right knee injury in the March tournament, and so he sat out May and July back-to-back tournaments, and I don't think he's going to be back in the September tournament, because after the March tournament, he had a right knee operation in April, and he's trying to recover quick. And I hear he is on the mend, but he still has a little more time before he can step into the ring and fight in a grand tournament. So we expect Waka Takakage, the former Ozeki candidate, to make his return in the November tournament at the earliest. But Waka Takakage has, again, just like Enho and some other rikishi, great work ethic, and I think Waka Takakage should be back up soon as he gets himself in a very good shape. All right, so those are my takes on some of the rikishi, and again, Hosho Ryu is a one promising rikishi, and he's still young, and he is on his way up. He is the rikishi in the ascendant. Now, I want to talk about Hokuto Fuji a little bit from the July tournament, because remember, Hokuto Fuji, he did well. He was in contention till the last moment, and he met Hosho Ryu playoff, and I'm sure Hokuto Fuji regret how he fought against Hosho Ryu, because did you see how he fought? It was a good initial charge, hit him well and applied the pressure, but soon he pulled Hosho Ryu, and Hosho Ryu was waiting for that golden opportunity, and he went in for the kill, and he dispatched Hokuto Fuji in strong fashion. So Hokuto Fuji made a mistake in the playoff. He did beat Hosho Ryu in regulation on day 12, so he wanted to duplicate the feat, but he wasn't able to do so, and Hosho Ryu took the match, and Hokuto Fuji finished in second place. No points for second place, but Hokuto Fuji left with a special prize. So let's hope Hokuto Fuji comes back strong in the September tournament. Now, can I talk about this man? Let's shift our focus to the next big thing, and that is Haku Oho. Haku Oho, the Shinyu Maku, the top division rookie who competed in his first tournament in the top division, and he went 11 wins and 4 losses. He was in contention till the last moment. On day 15, he fought the eventual champion Hosho Ryu, and Hosho Ryu, of course, defeated him with a strong Watenage. But Haku Oho, man, this man is sky's the limit. He almost won the championship as a top division rookie. He was trying to accomplish something nobody has ever done in over a century. He was hoping to become the first top division rookie in 109 years to win the Emperor's Cup. Of course, he came up short, but he left the Nagoya tournament with 2 special prizes, not 1, but 2. So I think he did well, to say the least. Now, Haku Oho, I met him at the sumo school that I covered on Sumo Prime Time, and he is a great individual. His belief is that he wants to be strong and tough inside the ring, but he told me once he steps outside the ring, he wants to be nice and generous, and he wants to treat people kindly. And that's the type of a guy he is, and he is a really nice gentleman. So I really wish the best for Haku Oho moving forward. Haku Oho, with his 11-4 record, he will be moving up to the middle or high Maegashira in the next tournament. So we'll see how Haku Oho will fight against the top dogs, because a majority of his matches in the July tournament were against those in the lower echelons, lower part of the Makunochi rankings. So we really hope that he does well in the next tournament in September. And again, he could be one of the Ozeki hope in the coming months. So keep your eye on Haku Oho, because, as I said, he is the next big thing. All right, the super chat coming in from Paul Lang. Thank you very much. He says, I'm coming from Boston to Tokyo for my first. He's coming from Boston to Tokyo for his first basho in September. All right. Congratulations, Paul. And go Haku Oho, Sumo Prime Time. So, hey, during the grand tournament, I'm always here. So if you see me, come say hello, because I would love to meet you all. By the way, if you come say hello to me during grand tournaments or wherever you see me, I usually hand out these Sumo Prime Time official stickers. So please come see me, and I love to give you these stickers to all my fans, all our Sumo Prime Time fans. So come and get it. Thank you. All right, now more super chats coming from Dragos Piptu. Is that right? Dragos Piptu. He says, during basho, we would like to see daily updates with all the matches in first division, 15 to 20 minutes a day. Will this be possible? Well, let me tell you, in the upcoming September tournament, we will have a 2-hour live streaming show on day 3 and day two? Sorry about that. Day 2 and day 13 of the September Grand Sumo Tournament. The Sumo Prime Time will come to you live with the footage of all the matches in the top Makuuchi division, and I'll be handling the play-by-play live, and I'll be offering some commentaries as well. So it's not going to be all 15 days, but we will have those 2 special days of live streaming by Sumo Prime Time, all Makunochi Torikumi or the matches on day 2 and day 13. So please mark your calendar. Thank you so much for your super chat, Dragos Pieptu. All right, more super chat coming in from Andrew Manugien. I really apologize, I'm not correctly pronouncing your names, but Andrew Manugien, thank you very much for your super chat. It says, Sumo Prime Time, congrats on your first year, and I appreciate all the content. Thank you so much for sending me your comment, and we really appreciate you watching Sumo Prime Time on a daily basis, because we do our best to bring you really most intriguing contents in all of sumo. And so far in this month, we started out with the sumo health exercises. We did one on, remember, Kaisei. That tour of me and Kaisei going around the Kokuikan arena, and also the Ekoin, the temple where the sumo matches were used to be held, was awesome. And we always end our Ryogoku Sumo Town tour by visiting the Chanko Nabe Hot Pot Stew restaurant. And I really have a great time with Kaisei whenever I go to those restaurants, because Kaisei is a great man, and Tomozuna Oyakata will have his haircutting ceremony upon completion of the September tournament on October 1st. And you know what? I plan to attend this haircutting ceremony and put scissors to his head. To his hair. Sorry about that. I'm not going to cut his head to his hair. So that'll be a special event for me. That's my plan after the September tournament, to attend Kaisei-san, Tomozuna Oyakata's retirement ceremony, to cut his hair. Thank you so much for your super chat, Greg M. Macmillan. Greg M. Macmillan, thank you very much. He says, arigato. You are always the Ozumo fan. Thank you so much for being a great fan of Ozumo, this country's national sport. Thank you so much. Now, speaking of the content we produced this month, going back last week, we did one on Tochinoshin. Thank you so much for watching that show as well. And Tochinoshin was nice enough to stop by at the Kokuikan for a long interview, and he was really candid about everything, about his life as a Ozumo Rikishi, about his days as an Ozeki, and about his future endeavors and desires as we move forward. So thank you very much for watching Tochinoshin's show, and Tochinoshin-san will be a great ambassador for sumo as we move forward, because Tochinoshin-san will always be remembered as one of the greatest Rikishi of all time. All right, thank you, Super Chat from Joseph Barbato. Mr. Joseph Barbato, thank you very much for your Super Chat. It says, I hope Kirishima and Taka Keisho can bounce back. I think they will. Kirishima, remember, he was very awkward. He announced his withdrawal on day one, the opening day of the July tournament. It usually happens maybe a couple days before, but that's how much he wanted to compete in Nagoya. And so he waited to the last moment and he made the decision because his ribs were hurting him so much, so he could not compete for the first 3 days. But remember, he took part in the July meet from day 4, although he finished with a losing record. Let's give him a huge hand for his fighting spirit. And Taka Keisho, yes, he is suffering from, I believe, let's check my note, from a knee injury that is sustained not too long ago. And Taka Keisho hasn't done much in recent times, although he won a championship not too long ago. And we hope Taka Keisho to be back. Kirishima and Taka Keisho both will be Kadoban Ozeki heading into the September tournament. Kadoban meaning that they have to win more matches than they lose. They have to win a majority of their bouts in the 15-day meet in order to keep their Ozeki status. So it'll be a very crucial, very important basho for each of those Rikishi, Kirishima and Taka Keisho. Thank you for your super chat. Automatic selector again. How about some episodes that feature the Gyojis? My favorite is Kimura Konosuke. Kimura Konosuke-san is a very serious-minded, strict Gyoji. He keeps everything straight in order in Ozumo, I believe, because he's not afraid to tell the Rikishi, hey, you're over the white line, or hey, you have to, synchronize your movement with your opponent. And he is very straightforward in his opinions. And I think he's a great Gyoji as well. I think Kimura Ginjiro is one of my favorite Gyoji, as well as the Kimura Chishu-san, who taught me the sumo calligraphy on this Sumo Prime Time show. And so those two are my favorite Gyoji as well, because I work with a lot of Gyoji referees during off months, because we have some sumo events where we invite some of our fans to where we have some like a sumo special stage, and the Gyoji referees are always there to accommodate those fans and coming up ways to really entertain those super sumo fans. Another super chat from Some Dip. Thank you very much. He says, or she says, could Hakuho at his prime defeat Chono Fuji? That's a hard question. Hakuho, the 45-time champion, against Chono Fuji, the 31-time champ. Now, they both fought in a similar fighting styles, Nigiyotsu, right hand inside, left hand outside. I'm sure Hakuho learned a lot by watching Chono Fuji's, old videos, and that's how I think Hakuho honed his skills in getting that left hand Maimitsu, or the frontal shallow grip. And if they go at it, I don't know. It's a complete toss-up to me, because Chono Fuji was much smaller than Hakuho, but Chono Fuji, the athleticism, I would say, would favor Chono Fuji, and the speed goes to Chono Fuji, but the strength, the size, and I don't know, fighting spirit about the same. So again, that's a complete toss-up to me. So that's a good one, huh? Hakuho and Chono Fuji. That should be an all-time confrontation if that ever happened. Thank you very much for more super chat coming in. Jim Sig, thank you very much for your super chat. Now, continuing our talk about the July meet. Remember, the top dog Terunofuji did not compete in Nagoya because he withdrew with a herniated disc. It wasn't his usual knee problems that he was bothered with. It was his lower back pain that he was suffering in Nagoya. So he decided to sit out the entire tournament in July. And I believe he's on the mend, and we hear that he's training hard already and trying to gear up for the upcoming tournament in September. So let's hope that he will be a big factor in terms of the championship race in the September tournament. The super chat coming in from is it Champagne Socialist? Champagne Socialist, thank you very much. It says, hi, Hiro-san, how can English speakers order tickets from the tea houses? Was hoping to get Tamari in September, but only got Masu Seki. Congrats on 1 year. Thank you very much, Champagne Socialist. Now, you can dial I think that there's a list of phone numbers for those tea houses. I believe there are 20 in Tokyo, and you can call them directly. I think they also can be, you can buy tickets through the tea houses on internet. So check them out, because I think they're in English as well. And but those tickets go fast because they're very popular, because they get a lot of goodies from the tea houses. Not only your seatings, but you also get the good goodies and the presents and everything you want from Sumo. So buying tickets from the tea houses is available for everybody, but at the same time, you have to do it quickly, because I checked this morning the ticket situation for the upcoming September tournament, and almost all the tickets are gone by now. I'm serious. I think that there are only like upper deck seats available for 3 days, and rest of the tickets are gone for the September meet. So you have to do it quickly if you want to buy tickets from the tea houses. And but you have your tickets on the Masu Seki on the first floor. So congratulations, because it's so hard to buy tickets these days. Now, speaking of the September tournament tickets, now don't forget, they won't be selling any daily tickets. So if you happen to go to the Kokugikan, let's say if you want to see day 5 on the day 5, morning of day 5, even if you go to the ticket office in front of the Kokugikan, you are not going to be able to buy tickets. All the tickets will be sold beforehand. And so you have to buy it before you get to the Kokugikan through the internet, or by calling ticket offices and stuff like that. But they will not be selling tickets at the main ticket booth at the Kokugikan during the September meet. So you have to have your ticket before you come to the Kokugikan. So make sure you do that. All right. Thank you very much, Revenger32 for thank you very much for your super chat. He says, Ohio Hiro-san. How do you know if I'm from Ohio? Yes, that's my place. I am from Ohio in the Midwest of the U.S. And he says, Hiro-san, I wonder, has there ever been a basho that the top 2 sumo wrestler from the same stable finished tied? For example, Hokuseiho and Hakuoho finishing each with 14-1 record in a playoff still happen? Thank you, and gambatte Sumo Prime Time. Well, I'll answer that question. There's been only one occasion where, a couple occasions before, that the stablemates, the Rikishi from same here, finished with identical records, and they fought in a championship playoff. I think one was the one between Chiyonofuji and Hokutoumi, the current the chairman of the Japan Sumo Association. They fought for all the marbles in a playoff, and then it happened about 3 decades ago, I would say, maybe little over 2 decades ago, where Takano Hana and Wakano Hana, those 2 brothers, fought for the championship. And of course, the older brother Wakano Hana defeated Takano Hana. So those things happen. So if Hokuseiho and Hakuoho from the Miyagi no Bear finish with identical records, finish the regulation with same records, they will compete for the championship in a playoff. And that is very possible. So my dream is to see perhaps Waka Takakage and Wakamoto Haru fight for the championship. Meisei against Ho Shoryu. Those are some intriguing matches. Maybe Daieisho meeting Tobizaru from the Oitakaze Showdown. Those will be great, isn't it? So yeah, those are really exciting to watch. So that could happen. It has happened before. So that's possible matchups that could happen in Ozumo. All right, super chat coming in from Anim 8RJB. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. All right, now let's talk about a little bit more about the July tournament. Now, the $1 million question that I get from the July tournament is that who is going to be the next Ozeki? Okay, so far this year we've had Kirishima becoming Ozeki and Hoshou Ryu making Ozeki in back-to-back fashion. So who's going to be the next? Heading into the July tournament, we had three legitimate candidates: Hoshou Ryu, Daieisho, and Wakamoto Haru. And for Daieisho, it was a bittersweet campaign for Daieisho because he finished with a 9-6 record, and we found out after the battle recently he revealed that he had a broken ribs. On day 13, he suffered a broken rib when he got slapped down by Wakamoto Haru, and so he got it out in the final 2 days and finished the contest. He competed for all 15 days, but he was banged up, really banged up, Daieisho. But Daieisho has racked up 9 wins in the last tournament, 10 wins in the previous. So that's 19 if you add those numbers. And well, in order to make Ozeki, the benchmark is to score 33 wins in 3 consecutive tournaments, fighting at either Komusubi or Sekiwake in those Sanyaku ranks. Daieisho needs to score 14, but remember, he's been doing really well, scoring consecutive double-digit winning records almost the entire tournament in this year. So Daieisho, if he can put up a strong number in the September tournament, who knows? He could be the next Ozeki. Wakamoto Haru, I think he'll probably have to impress sumo elders more with more impressive sumo because I think he was moving sideways and he wasn't really charging into his opponent on a regular basis in the September meet, and that's why he ended with a mere 9-6 record. But Wakamoto Haru is another Rikishi in the ascendant. He's getting better and stronger as we move forward, and Wakamoto Haru, I think he'll probably needs to do well in a couple more tournaments. Let's say he finishes with a back-to-back double-digit winning records in September and November, and who knows, he might be the next Ozeki in January of 2024. Other possible contenders, Abi. I'm sure Koto Waka has something to say about the Ozeki promotion. And speaking of Ozeki, Asano Yama could be up there as well. Asano Yama, he had a left bicep injury during the July tournament, so he had to step aside for a couple of days. But Sanoyama finished with a winning record, so he's coming back up. So all those names, starting with Daieisho and Wakamoto Haru, Abi, Kotono Waka, and Asanoyama, I hope they become Ozeki in the near future. Speaking of Asanoyama, he'll be regaining his Ozeki status. So those are my Ozeki hope in the upcoming contests. All right. More super chat coming in. Thank you very much. Anim ARJB. How easy is it for you to get access to stables? Well, I don't know if I can say easy, but I'm with the Japan Sumo Association. This is the official YouTube channel of the JSA. So if I go to the public relations office and if I say, I would like to speak with this man, I would like to speak with this particular Rikishi, and they will create an access for me to, go to the stable and get permission from the stable master and meet that particular Rikishi and speak to him. So I wouldn't say fairly easy, but I have to have a reason to go see him and speak to him. But if it's a Sumo Prime Time content, I usually have an easy access to meet those, especially the top tier wrestlers. Thank you so much for Jose's side projects, JOSE''S. So I read that as Jose's side projects. He says, I really enjoy your tournament update videos. Are there any plans for Sumo Prime Time to post more frequent updates during the sumo tournaments? Yes, we will try to do so. And we only do it maybe like a 5, 6 days of this during the 15-day tournament. And as I said before, we will have all 21, if there are all of them, all entire matches of Makunochi Torikumi, or the matches brought to you live with the live play-by-play commentary by me on day 2 and day 13. So please check out those live streaming shows during the September tournament. And I understand what you say. We should increase the number of times we bring you the highlights. Yes, I agree. So we're working on that as well. All right. Thank you. So, thank you, Champagne Socialist San. He says that Hiro-san, thank you. He will contact the tea houses next time. Hopefully, I can get a sticker from you in September. So he will be there on day 10 and day 15. So come and see me. I'm ready to hand you these stickers. Okay, and bring your friends as well. Okay, Laura F., thank you very much for your super chat. It says, any chance of covering some of the Jungyo tours? I love seeing the Rikishi a little more relaxed with each other and fans while on tour. You're absolutely right. And all the Rikishi are hitting the road these days. I think they have like 4 days off from today to like Thursday, but they will hit the road once again before they come back to Tokyo and get themselves ready for the 2-week contest in September. So Jungyo Tour is in full swing right now. And yes, in future Jungyo tours, I will try to cover maybe like some Jungyo in the fall or the winter Jungyo. And that's one of my plans as well. So thank you, Laura, for giving me your opinion about our coverage of Jungyo provincial tours. We will try our best to do that in the near future. Thank you, Laura. All right. More chat coming in. Thank you for Sam Miyashita-san. Sam, thank you for your super chat. It says, every time you post a new video, your Shiko keeps looking better and better. Hiro, congratulations on 1 year. Yes, thank you so much. You know what? I feel I'm getting stronger and my lower body is much more stable since I started the Shiko foot stamping training. Thanks to Kabuto Yama Oyakata, the main instructor of the sumo health exercise, I highly advise you to do sumo health exercises at home, especially the Shiko foot stamping, because that will make your lower body stable and strong and help your daily life go much more smooth. And as you said, Sam-san, you're exactly right. I feel much better about my body because I do Shiko on a daily basis at home whenever I watch TV or whenever I listen to a radio or whatever. I do it for maybe like 5-10 minutes and I'm all covered in sweat. So I highly advise you to do Shiko foot stamping. Please do it. All right. Thank you, Richard Simmons. Simmons-san. Thank you for your super chat. Again, really highly appreciate your super chat coming in. Now, we have already did a lot of 98 clips during this 1 year span. And what is your favorite content? What was your favorite Sumo Prime Time episode or clips? By the way, mine is, I have 5 of them. Meeting all the Rikishi in their sumo stables. The one I met Tamawashi was great, amazing training methods Tamawashi works with. He fights against the 2-3 guys at the same time to hone his, skills. And that was amazing. Learning directly from the 45-time champion Hakuho how to do the teppo, the slap, the training, pushing and thrusting training against the slapping pole. That was great. Anytime you learn from the 45-time champ, that's a dream come true moment. The one I learned from Kirishima after the show, Kirishima-san got promoted to Ozeki. So I think I gave him a little bit of a good luck to Kirishima-san. Training at Arashio Bell was wonderful. Learning from Wakataka Kage, Wakamoto, Haru Kotokuzan, and also Wakataka Moto, how the daily life at sumo stables go. And the recent one that I joined the sumo school and trained with former Ochiai, the Haku Oho, was great. So those are maybe 5 of my best or the favorite clips that I produced for Sumo Prime Time. Thank you for your super chat, Diana-san, Diana Vasquez. Thank you very much. Thank you so much. Says much appreciation for bringing us all closer to sumo. Hakioi, yes. And yeah, that's the spirit. Hakioi spirit. We'd like to move forward, and we will try to bring you more intriguing, exciting features, updates, interviews. So please send us all your comments about what Rikishi you would like for us to cover in the future, what type of features and programs you would like Sumo Prime Time to produce, because we will try to respond to your requests as much as possible. Yeah, because without you, we don't exist. As I said earlier during the May show, because of your support, we exist. This Sumo Prime Time is in full swing right now in its second year, because all thanks to you. Thank you so much. All right, super chat coming in from Ricardo Williams. Thank you very much, Ricardo. And he says, my 9-year-old son loves sumo. How can a young American join Grand Sumo? Okay, well, first of all, one of the ways is to, maybe if you're an American, play some, contact sport, maybe American football, try wrestling, perhaps. And then after that, maybe you can contact some of the sumo stables in Japan. And if there's an opening, they might take you, but it's a really tough world. And before you come to Japan, try maybe do amateur sumo in your own country, because America has a great network of amateur sumo association, I believe. So maybe contacting, American Amateur Sumo Association would be the way to go to begin your son's sumo endeavor. All right, super chat coming in from Jim Sig. Thank you very much. So let's see what is going to happen in the Aki Basho. We only have about 3 minutes of this live broadcast. Thank you so much for sharing your time and sending in all the comments. I'm so sorry that I cannot read all the comments. I cannot respond to everything, because so many people are watching this show right now, and so many people are sending in me valuable comments and suggestions. And later on, I will try to read them all, and as we move forward with this Sumo Prime Time. So what do I expect to happen in the Aki Basho, the September tournament? Well, I expect Teruno Fuji to be back in top form. I hope Taka Keisho and Kirishima will be in great shape as well. And with the addition of Hosho Ryu, the top dogs should rule the championship. That's my hope. Remember, in 2022, we had 6 different tournament title winners for the first time in 31 years. And we're trending into that direction, because we've had so far 4 different title winners this year. Started with Taka Keisho in January, Kiribayama, Teruno Fuji, and Hosho Ryu in the last 3 tournaments. So all 4 different tournament champions. So we could have another topsy-turvy, chaotic championship race in September. So keep your eye on the tournament from day 1 to day 15. It's going to be electric. All right, thank you very much again, Jim Sig, for your super chat. And also, Enrico, thank you very much for your super chat. Okay, at the next live, we will be able to see Hiro-san, who has been trained by wrestlers and has become even more muscular. All right, thank you. All these pro sumo Rikishi have been training me, so I'm getting stronger. Thank you for your super chat. Shark supporter 1, with the dominance of the Mongolians, is there much pressure from the Sumo Association to the stables to produce the next big Japanese Yokozuna? That's what we hope to see, but we don't care where they are from. But as long as they do well, we don't care, what nationality. If they're sumo rikishi, they're sumo rikishi. We cheer for all of them. And again, this Sumo Prime Time has been going on for the past 45 minutes. I have to go, but thank you for Super Chat. Leomac Massive Dump. Love the series with Kaisei. Please keep it up. Thank you so much. I'm Hiro Morita, and we'll be back with another live show during the September tournament. So please come back and join us. Sumo Prime Time. Thank you.